Our high knees are a cardiovascular move that is working our posture, so shoulders, upper back, low back, abs, but primarily our hip flexors, quads, and calves for this movement. We're going to begin by standing with our feet about hip to shoulder distance apart. We're going to extend those arms out at about belly button height. What this is doing is it's not only getting those postural muscles of the upper back and shoulders involved, but it is giving us a guide to consciously think about getting our knees on up. If our hands are down at our sides, it's very easy to go through those high knees, keeping those knees nice and low and not fully getting the benefit from this movement and engaging those hip flexors. Instead, by putting those hands on out, it is giving us something consciously to think about in order to bring those knees up towards those hands. You don't necessarily have to get them all the way up towards the belly button, but your goal is to focus on getting them up nice and high for this one. When you come down on each of those high knees, we're trying to land nice and softly, just like you would when you jump off a box or come off a curb. We're landing on the balls of the feet and then slowly relaxing that heel on down. We're not landing flat-footed. That's going to put a lot of unnecessary strain on the arch of the foot. So land nice and softly. You should not be hearing smacking of the feet when performing high knees. It should be nice and quiet. That will ensure that you are properly absorbing the force coming down on these. Easier option for these ones to avoid impact is to just stand there with the arms on out, one up at a time, still focusing on getting nice and high, involving the hip flexors on and the core. Progression from that one is then in that standing kind of jog back and forth. Like I said, biggest error on this movement is not incorporating the hands, and therefore that typically leads to not bringing the knees up very high, instead just kind of jogging in place. This is going to be a lot easier. Make sure that the exercises that you're performing, you're getting the full benefit from those moves. Even if you have to slow down on that move, that's okay. We always want to focus on full range of motion to properly get the most benefit, whether it's cardiovascular, whether it's flexibility, whatever it is. Remember, you're going to get the best results from full range of motion, properly performed exercises.